Hey guys, what's up? So today I want to talk about some chord inversions, but maybe before that, just like to extend my support and love through everybody that's doing this very important fight. In regards to chord inversions, what I want to do right now is take 4 chords. I'm going to take F, F minor, B flat, and D flat. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to play these chords with some inversions and add some extensions, and then I'm going to change the inversions and kind of find different voicing to that. In case you're not super clear about your inversions game with the guitar, at the end of the video I'll show some options on how to work on that with the basic 4 colors: major 7, minor 7, 7, and half diminished. Alright, so now to the song. F, F minor, B flat, and D flat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with F major 7, 9 to F minor 7, third inversion, to B flat major 7, 9, first inversion, so that means it's over D, and then D flat major 7. So that would sound like this. Now, I can take this exact chord progression, again, coming from that basic idea, and move it around some more. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to start with F major 7, but first inversion. So it will sound like this. To F minor 7, first inversion. To D flat, to B flat major 7. Second inversion. To D flat major 7, first inversion. So that would sound like this. Again, verses. Going here. Or another option, now I'm gonna take the F in, now I'm gonna take F major 7, second inversion, here, and then F minor 7, second inversion, and then B flat root position, and then to D flat 9. So it would sound like this. Or our first one. And this is all coming from right, they all have their place, it's just like a different sound. Now, the thing is with inversions, I feel like a lot of times people would practice the concept of inversions on a very technical level, and this is great, but then I think a lot of people are lacking to implement that in real music, and I think we all do that mistake all the time when we practice technical stuff. So we'll practice scales really well, but then we're not necessarily going to utilize them in a musical context. Like, we're not going to make music with them per se, right? We just can play the scale, and that's great, but again, the music part is what's important. What I'm suggesting is, what we should do is really take these exercises and understand the shapes, trying to hear it and understand how it sounds and looks on the guitar and where we can find it, but then right away trying to make music. What happens if I take the song Creep? So I'll take G, B, C, and C minor, and then I'll start with G major 7, 9 to B 9, first inversion, to C 9, first inversion, to C minor 6. Again, it's not exactly the song, but it's just like messing around the colors. The idea is taking something really simple and trying to understand it well enough so you can make music. And if it's hard, it's fine, just slow it down, take 1 or 2 chords and try to find some options. Again, like just shifting between G to F and saying like, oh, well, I can do it first inversion, or I can do it second inversion. And it doesn't have to be 2 second inversion chords, right? I can start with second inversion and then go to root position. So try to think how the bass and melody functions with each other and how it sounds and how it feels. It's sort of a counterpoint. And again, I like this progression a lot because it's really simple, but still like I'm keeping this note F kind of like present almost at all times, maybe except the first chord, but then I'm keeping this F here, although I'm changing the chord values, so it gives it like something consistent, like an anchor point, but the harmony moves quite a bit. And then when I'm hearing it in different inversions, it does different things a little bit, but it's still nice because I have the first memory of that progression that I just played. And then of course if you're doubling it up and doing some higher stuff like so you can get a lot of colors and a lot of musicality just by exploring that. This is kind of why I'm suggesting, and I think it's really cool to know the inversions. And of course, this means that it's a great tool for improvisation, it's a great tool for songwriting, and it's just a great tool for music. What I'm going to do right now is just going over the basic 4 colors of the inversion. So F major 7. What I'm doing is I'm taking F major 7, this is root position, and this is, I'm just using the lowest 4 strings, so that's E, A, D, and G. And then I'm just going to play inversions over that string set. So this is first inversion. That's 5, 7, 3, and 5. Talking fret numbers. Then second inversion. This is 8, 8, 7, 9. Feeling like I'm calling someone. And this is third inversion. 12, 12, 10, 10. Now I'm going to do the same thing from the 5th string. So it will be 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string. So that's 3, 3, 2, 5. And then 3rd inversion. That's 7, 7, 5, 6. It's really hard for me. I've never really done that. Root position. This is 8, 10, 9, 10. And first inversion. This is 12, 14, 10, and 13. And then the same trick on the 4th string. So again, the last 4th string of the guitar. So this is 3, 5, 5, 5. And then first inversion, that would be 7, 9, 6, 8. And then third inversion, that's 10, 10, 10, and 12. And then third inversion, the major 7 in the bass, that's 14, 14, 13, 13. So this is all the inversions for F major 7. Now, usually when I practice that, I won't play 4 in each string. I'll kind of switch between. So I'll start maybe on the 6th string, maybe 2 or 3 inversions, and then I can either continue here or switch. So maybe I'll switch here right now. So what I'm doing, I'm just playing the inversions in order and then going back. And you can change the routing back too if you want to just adjust it a little bit. So now we'll do dominant 7, that's F7. The same trick, just inverting it, so that would be 5, 6, 3, 5, and then 8, 8, 7, 8. That's second inversion, and third inversion, that's 11, 12, 10, 10. The same thing from the 5th string. So that's 3, 3, 2, 4. That's second inversion. Then third inversion, F7. That's 5, 7, 5, 6. Sorry, that's 6. Second inversion. That's 6, 7, 5, 6. Then root position. That's 8, 10, 8, 10. And then first inversion. F7, that's 12, 13, 10, 13. Same thing from the 4th string, the last 4th string of the guitar. F7, so this is 3, 5, 4, 5. And then first inversion F, that's 7, 8, 6, 8. This is third inversion F, this is 10, 10, 10, 11. And then second inversion F, and then this is third inversion F7, this is 13, 14, 13, 13. It's very confusing for me, all this counting, but I think some people told me it's really helpful, so I'm gonna just say it. And then F minor 7, same thing, going back to the root position here. So root position, 1 3 1 1, and then first inversion 4 6 3 5. Beautiful voicing. And then second inversion, this is 8 8 6 8. Third inversion, also beautiful. This is 11 11 10 10. Same thing from the fifth string. So now this is second inversion, F minor, 3 3 4, 3 3 1 4. Then third inversion, F minor 7. This is 5 5 1. No, this is not 5. And this is third inversion, F minor 7. This is 6 6 5 6. This is root position, F minor. And this is 8 10 8 9, and first inversion, F minor, which we had before in the song. This is 11 13 10 and 13. And then from the fourth string, F minor, root position, this is 3 5 4 4. First inversion, F. This is 6 8 6 8. Then F minor, second inversion, this is 10 10 9 11. And then third inversion, this is 13 13 13. Great, one more to go and we're good. This is F half diminished, and these are again the basic 4 colors that we really need to know really well. I strongly recommend practicing it and making cool music with it. So F half diminished. So this is 1 2 1 1. Then first inversion, this is 4 6 3 4. And then second inversion, F half diminished, this is 7 8 6 8. And then third inversion is 11 11 10 9 10. So this is third inversion, half diminished, is 11 11 9 10. And then back to the root. And then here from the fifth string, this is second inversion, half diminished. This is 2 3 1 4. Third inversion, half diminished. This is 6 6 4 6. Then root position, which you all probably know. This is 8 9 8 9. And then first inversion, F half diminished. This is 11 13 10 12. And from the fourth string, this is 3 4 4 4. And then I really feel like I'm calling someone. And then this is 6 7 6 7. And then this is second inversion, F half diminished. This is 9 10 9 11. Yes. And then last one, this is F half diminished, third inversion. This is 13 13 12 13. I don't think just to summarize, what I recommend is taking these inversions, and like I was doing in the first one with F major 7, I would go by order. So root first, second, third, first, second, third, root, right? Just going by order. So, and you can do that with all the colors and switch in different points on the guitar, so you're more fluent and can see that better. And then what I recommend is try to move less jumping, so you have more notes in common, and then you can find some nice voice leading between those chords, so you get some interesting sounds. And again, jumping is cool, it's a sound, but sometimes with these inversions, it's really nice to kind of keep close and to find what works best for that. So in that sense, you might use second inversion, root position, third inversion in the same area. That's why you want to kind of see it and imagine it. Cool. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for taking the time. Please subscribe and please leave a comment and let me know if you tried it, if this is working for you, and if you have any questions, I'd love to answer. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.